be able to. And there we are. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. Hope you guys all had a fantastic weekend. It was a big week for Train Life. We did release the patch last week. Hope you guys are all enjoying it. The content updates, scenarios, new trains, Ice 3 and 4. And we're hard at work at making the game better. As you guys can see, I do have my friend and colleague here with us. We have Casper, not the friendly ghost. Not the friendly ghost, right? Do you get that sometimes, Casper?
I got it when I was on summer camp in USA, but that was all. Like I haven't in Poland. Nobody really used that.
People. Oh, so you went to summer camp in the U.S. Where exactly?
Yeah, Chicago. I don't remember the park, but yeah, I was there in 5th grade of the primary school.
Oh, nice.
And the 6th grade too. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, and so in Chicago, right?
Yeah. My grandmother and some other family members were living there, so they took us for vacation.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, as you know, I was also living in Chicago, but for 25 years, not just for summer camp. Did. It's a little bit of a difference.
Than me, but
yeah. little bit.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it though? Like when you were there?
When I was at my grandparents' house, not really. It was first problem was like we came to America and we'll just pack it into summer camp and just left, being 5th graders that has only learned to speak English in school, so it was like a bit traumatic, in a way, because there were no Polish kids around. There were a lot of nationality, so there were like people like there were like Italian children and a lot of languages, a lot of cultures, and we are like, I was one Polish person on my group, and there was like my sister was on the other group because she was way younger.
Okay.
And there was one, I think, the person who had like Polish parents.
Yeah.
But she was speaking only half Polish. Like
because she was probably like raised there. Like she probably lived in Chicago,
exactly.
Right?
She was raised there, and she knew some words, but not enough to cover our bases. So you could always say something in Polish, and everybody was like laughing. Like you said ketchup. This is ketchup, just different Polish pronounced.
Did people have a hard time saying your last name?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Actually, they never did it correctly. In a way that I even if I had some like the papers
Yeah.
they sign, it was always wrong. If I was if in the case I was living in the USA, I think I would never had a proper paperwork just because of the name and
Yeah, yeah. I
the last
mean,
name and the name. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like my last name is Shina, you know. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they have like Americans or just generally like general English speakers. They have a very hard time pronouncing like SZ, RZ,
Yeah.
like you know,
Yes.
and it's
CZ.
CZ, yeah, like all that
Yeah.
stuff. It's that's how you know you're Polish when you have a crazy last name like that.
Yeah. Like I remember my name is pronounced Szczygieł, and
Yeah.
they mispronounce it always like Szczygieł, something like
It was
that. Yeah.
Syzygiel?
No. They couldn't do the hard Z, so they
Ah,
were
okay,
like
okay.
they were trying to make this sh noise,
Right.
but with the English it's like more like a showrunner, so they have this show, but they
Right,
cannot
right.
like go with
Yeah.
yeah. So it was a bit yeah. The using Polish words against them was like the brilliant comedy because they were laughing, I was laughing, everybody was like, hey
It's like-
Kasper, do another Polish word, do another Polish word. Yeah, it was something like this.
It's like, yeah, you're laughing, they're laughing, no one knows what the hell is going on, but it's a funny situation,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny, man.
Like this was the first time I was really good at soccer. Like the
Oh.
first time, because in Poland we play a lot of soccer, and
Yeah,
well,
sure.
well, in the USA they don't really, the soccer isn't that popular.
Yes.
It is popular, I think, on the higher level, but
Yeah.
not on the like primary school, secondary school.
Yeah.
So yeah, they kick my ass really bad on any other game. Counting dodgeball, that was really I was really like impressed because well, they have the skill to throw that really squishy soft ball really hard.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And even when I was in the like high school in Poland, the you know the nearly adults couldn't throw as hard as primary school kids in the USA.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. Yeah, it's crazy to like compare just like the two countries together, you know, like Poland is such a small country compared to the US, because in the US, you know, it's known as like the melting pot of the world, right? And what I mean by that is like that there's so many different nationalities and people from all over the world that are living there. You get to meet and experience a lot of new things, that's for sure. So for anyone that is thinking about that lives in the EU or anywhere else that's outside of the US, I always recommend just to visit. Speaking of visiting, my dad, he came to visit me from Chicago after 15 years of not being in Poland. And
Nice.
yeah, it's a crazy experience for both of us, for sure. The main thing for him to come visit us actually was to go to visit my daughter, right? Because he hasn't seen her physically in 4 years since she
Oh.
was born. Yeah, so you know, technology is a great thing, but seeing someone in person for the first time is something
Yeah.
technology can't help with. So,
Yeah,
So-
that's true.
Casper, tell us a little bit about yourself. You are a programmer.
Yeah.
Let me
I
ask you a
am
question. Did you always want to become a programmer? Is there a difference between like being a programmer and a coder, or is that the same thing basically? Because I don't know. I'm a noob.
Okay, so the first question about me wanting to be programmer,
Yeah.
I think I from the kindergarten I wanted to make games,
Oh, okay.
computer game, but well I didn't know how to do it, so I didn't consider programming
Right.
in any fashion. I know I like a math a bit, and it was like I like the solving solving the equations and so on. It was fun in a way. Like,
Right.
well, it wasn't so much fun if you got like two papers or A4 paper of homework, but it was
Yeah.
fun in a way. You could like play with the numbers and like.
So you're
And
basically a numbers guy, right? You like to solve
well,
problems and math, because I hate math. I hate it so much.
definitely I am definitely problem solving guy. I
Yeah.
like solving problems, but I wouldn't say I am that much of a number guy. After I think secondary school, in the high school, I would say I knew much more people that was more number guys than me, and I don't feel really comfortable saying I am a number guy or math guy, math guy, but I would say I'm definitely problem solving guy. I like doing it.
Does having good problem solving skills help you become a good programmer? How long have you been doing it for, like more or less? Like how long have you been
Well,
a programmer?
well, being programmer as a job, or being programmer like starting
Yeah,
programming on
let's
like
say your professional programming career, and then give me the overall number.
Jesus, that is hard because I like the COVID just mess with every date I had in my mind, so it's really
Mm,
hard to track time,
I
and
feel you on
I'm not
that. Yeah,
sure how much I have work in this company yet. I think
yeah.
it will be 2 years,
Okay. At
but
Simterect?
I am not sure. Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be 2 years in like couple of months. I think it was
So
uh, February.
you're actually the first person that I've had from the company on the stream. I think you've been working the like one of the longest, like have like at Simterect, because I've had a few people on before, and it was always like a year, couple months here and there, but you're almost here for two
Well,
years.
except
Okay.
Joey, of course.
Well, Joey has also been here for for 3 years. No, Joey doesn't count. He's
Okay,
just Joey.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can take that compliment. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it will be in the February. It will be 2 years. I was second person that was hired specifically to the train life, I think.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
So
awesome.
I am like I was doing it nearly from beginning of my
Wow.
I
So you
from the
have
beginning of the project.
right.
But yeah, from the
So
beginning of my
so
work. Yeah.
so you have like a pretty good idea of like the amount of work that went
Yes.
into train life, because you were there since like the very inception of it,
I
right? You were there from the beginning.
Yeah. 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 I think I was late about two weeks or
Okay.
something like that
So
in the project.
we thought of the idea of to make train life, and then the company was like, hey, we need to start hiring people, right? So you're probably one of the first people that did you contact them, or did they contact you? How did that work?
Well, it was they posted the job advertisement, I think,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
proposition on the site.
yeah.
And well, back then I was like, this was the last day of my old work. I
Right.
was working in Nokia as a
Oh,
uh, working student. It's like it's the term that is like you're intern, but with more experience than intern. So
okay.
you're like kind of not yet employee, but not yet intern. Usually, if company uh, have ability to hire you and you can work full time, you become a normal employee.
Right.
But if you're a student and you don't have full time, then you are a working student.
Right.
So
So working
yeah,
at Simterect was like your first big job, right? Like your first like career as
exactly,
a full-time
exactly.
employee programmer. That's awesome,
Yeah,
man.
that's true.
Are you so like how would you rate your experience working at Simterect?
Well, I
Like
think it was great. Yeah,
yeah.
I think there's a lot of like, well, firstly, I'm learning a lot because there's a
Yep.
lot of more experienced people.
Yep.
So it's always good to have this like opportunity to learn
For
more.
sure. For sure.
And I think the company is really have not much hierarchical structure, so it's easy to talk with everybody.
Yep.
So I
Yeah,
can
because we
just
only have like
talk.
like how many, like 60 people so far working in the company,
Yeah,
something like
I
that?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like when it comes to learning new things, like I've only been here, I'm like one of the newest people. Like I've only been working at SimTirect for like um 3.5 months at this point, like 3 months. November 15th was my 3 month mark. And man, like from my previous job, I jumped into this one, and I was, because I was sort of doing the same thing at my previous job, but in this one, I feel like I'm more engaged, right? And I'm learning so many new things from a lot of different people, because like you mentioned, like there isn't that many people working, like 60, because like
Yeah, yeah,
in the previous job that I was working at, it was a company with 700 people, right? So there was, or 700 employees, right? So there was a very structured like hierarchy that you had to talk to,
yeah.
right? And right, and like in SimTeract we do have a structure, but it's more of like more friendly, I would assume, right? It's like, because if you need help, you could ask like really anyone, and people will help you to the best of their ability, right? Just wanted to mention a few people here. We got Lady Dudette. Hello, Olga from SimTeract, our number one fan. Olga, there she is. Hello. The sniper. I call her the sniper because she sniped me off LinkedIn. And we have Trainsman. Evening. Hello. Big BK8. Hello. Hasie
Hello,
57.
guys.
Hello. Stewie. Hello. How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you guys so much for showing up. As you guys know, we do stream every day, or I'm sorry, every day, and every Monday, I meant to say. At my previous job, I was streaming every day, actually. So, Killer,
Nice.
hello, first time chatter. Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome. Hope you
Hello, guys.
guys, yes, guys. So, yeah. So you got to know a little bit about us and Casper, and we're going to be talking a little bit more about what Casper's role was in the making of Train Life, and what are some of the plans that we have for the future. Of course, not, you know, we can't tell you guys everything, right? Even though as much as we would like to, right? There's a lot of stuff to talk about when it comes to Train Life. We have, like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, we do have update 1. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask Casper here, or feel free to ask me. How are you guys enjoying the update so far? I know. Oh, bon appetit, Trainsman, eating dinner. Trainsman is always eating dinner during our streams, by the way. He's always here. It's dinner time for him, though. So, yeah, guys, let us know what do you guys think of the new update so far. What are the bad? What are the good? I know that there is a lot of feedback coming from the community on their Discord, and we thank you. We are working on a lot of stuff that is happening right now. So, on that note, feel free to ask us any questions if you guys do have any. We will try our best to answer them. And then I would say, I don't know, in about a few minutes, we're gonna go over to some gameplay. We're gonna play maybe a scenario or two. Casper, tell me, what is your favorite video game? Boom.
Jesus.
Jesus, that's
That
a loaded question. Jesus.
yeah,
Oh
that
man.
that's really hard.
How about
I
this?
cannot
I'll start off.
specify one.
I'll start off. My favorite, because it's hard to say like one video game, because
Yeah, exactly.
there's a lot of good video games out there in general. My favorite
Too much.
series of video games are BioShock and Far Cry. I love those series of games. Like I absolutely
Yeah,
love them.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
what?
they are great.
So what about you? What do you like to play?
Oh my God, it's really tough question for me because well, I really enjoy a lot of games. Like I like the difference between them. So it's hard to specify one game. I would say, well,
Mm-hmm.
this is my favorite game.
Right.
I
Right.
know that BioShock is definitely like hard hitter in the how you say it The story
Yep.
is great,
Yeah, the story is so good.
and
Yep.
it's really and it's really uh how you say it, it's really surprising for you to just learn the whole story.
Yep.
And other games, well, I like to play games, the smaller indie titles, or I have like, you know, these things that for example, in summer I like to play one type of game. For
Mm-hmm.
example, RPG, I really enjoy them.
Okay.
The Divinity, Baldur's Gate 3.
Mm.
I am a bit I haven't experienced the old RPG games
Yeah.
back then in the time. So yeah, I am uh, the 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 guy who's trying to experience the newer one.
Yeah.
I am playing Disco Elysium. It's a really hard game to play
Disco
afterwards.
Elysium, isn't that like a battle royale game? Something like that?
No, no, no,
No?
no.
Okay, I'm thinking about
Disco
something
Elysium
else.
is
No, it's
yeah.
not a.
Yeah, the Disco Elysium is really it's really well written
Mhm.
RPG game where you are the police policeman, I think,
Okay.
investigator, investigator investigating the crime scene,
Okay.
and it's so well written. It's more in the nihilist style of game when the story. So you are like experiencing the whole the whole mind process of the policeman, and they even enable you to find yourself in this game in a way that RPG like really wants you to, so you can create your own character, but then you are the police
Right.
investigator already. So they gone with a really crazy idea that you start the game as really as the guy who drunk all night, and
Mhm.
he has so much hangover don't remember who he is really, and
Okay.
you need to ask people question like, well, they are asking, what's your name?" And you're like, well, that's the great question. And then your consciousness, or I don't
Yeah.
know, some other brain function that is like the narrators, because they are always with you. So, for example, your biochemistry skill is like intervening into your dialogue system and start telling you about, well, that drinking was really great and you should try it more because it's really help you, and it's fake, but
You're right.
in a way it's enable you to become a policeman as you want.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds really awesome. I've never really played Disco Elysium, but I'm gonna have to try it out. Let me ask you a question. When you play different games, do you sometimes, like, obviously the majority of people play games to relax, right? But I asked this question to someone else before from the company, and I asked the question, like, do you play games to get inspiration for the games that we work on at Simteract, like for Train Life, for example, like for, I don't know, different ideas, stuff like that, like how to make the game better, what we could add. There's a question here from Killer. Do you play other sim games?
Well,
And if you do,
yeah, I see the question.
yeah,
Yeah, the killer question, I don't really play sim games. I think I played couple of them. Uh, and there was a really fun games that I would like to play, but the time to you need to spend to learn, if they are really well executed. For example, there is Elite Dangerous, I think,
right.
the space the sim game. It's really really complicated, and it's really it's hard to learn if you don't have enough time, and you really need to like spend a lot of time learning how to fly your spaceship. And I tried. I just thought, well, that will take me a lot of time, and I don't have it yet.
But you see, that's the thing with Train Life, because with Train Life, we want to cater to like the hard, because there's a lot of hardcore train sim fans. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of hardcore train sim fans in the simulation genre of games. So we want to cater to those people, but at the same time we want to make um the game accessible for anyone that is just getting into the genre or has never played a sim game in their life, to just be, excuse me, to just be able to pick it up and play it without like a huge learning curve, right? Um, you've of course you've played Train Life though, right? I
Yeah.
mean, you're
Yeah,
you're
I played.
basically
Yeah,
right.
I'm testing it nearly every day, in
Yeah,
some way.
right. Yeah, but there's a difference between like actually playing the game and then testing the game, right? I spoke with
Yeah,
one of our QA guys, Greg, I think a couple streams ago, and yeah, he broke it down in a really good way when explaining the differences between playing the game and testing the game, right?
yes.
Because when you're testing the game, you're looking for ways that the game will break, right? So, and then you find a way to fix it, or did I understand it wrong? Maybe you have your own definition
No,
of what it means to
no,
test the game.
you understand it very well, but there are the bugs that are really hard to hunt, and
Mm,
you need to spend a lot of time just driving the train on the
yeah.
rails and chilling out in your work, just waiting for that one place when the crash happened, and you don't really you don't know where. And I remember I had the bug that was happening. I think when two maps were too close to each other. They were
Okay.
like, yeah, the rails were uh, the rails at one point was too close to another map, and
Okay.
it's loading the other map. It was before even EA. It was long time ago.
Okay.
So it's definitely fixed. And the map was loading, and the train was going backwards.
Ooh.
And it was clear as back if you experience it, but you need to find this place. And so you're like railing, you were like driving this train, and
Right.
well, it wasn't as pretty and as optimized as it is now, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it was still a chill experience for me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm sure that you it takes a lot of patience, right, when you're out there bug hunting. And I work like as a community manager, I work with a lot of the developers and coders and stuff like that, really closely enough to like relay like, hey, this is what's happening in the game, let's try and fix it as soon as possible, right? So that's where like some of the help comes with the bug hunting and stuff like that. Let's see, we have another question here from Lady Dudette. PlayStation, Xbox, or PC? That's the
Well,
question of all questions.
yeah. So I'm kinda like the Henry from The Witcher and Superman. So I am PC.
PC guy. Okay.
Yeah, PC Master Race guy.
Isn't Henry Cavill, isn't he supposed to start, doesn't he want to be like James Bond or something, or no, that's
Yeah,
someone.
but yeah. There was tackled, I think, but they said he's too known to play James Bond.
Really? He's too
He,
known?
yeah, he has too much of Meyer roles. Like he's Witcher,
Oh.
he's Superman, he's
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true. So he can't be everything. Dude, Henry Cavill as James Bond, I think that would be a great idea. But
To be
yeah, that
honest,
that does that does make sense. Like you said, he's Superman, he's The Witcher. Speaking of The Witcher, isn't there a new season coming out soon, like in December, I think?
yeah, something like that. I think I'm not keeping track on it.
Man, I'm gonna have to watch it this first season over again, because when the first season of The Witcher came out, it was awesome, right? It was great. But it came out what, like 2 years ago, before COVID, I think? Like before the
Yeah,
pandemic started, and like
I
now
think
everybody
so.
forgot what happened in it. So I'm gonna have to watch
Well,
it
I
again.
I am not a big fan of the Netflix series. I have my issue with that after as a
What's your
book
issue with
reader.
the what's your
Well, I
issue?
I don't want to speak. It is controversial topic, I think. Well, but I can agree. Henry played really well.
Okay.
I was really skeptic about him before the he took the role, but now I think he's really committed and he's doing great job. Like he's really good Witcher, and I
I
wouldn't
think
see anybody there.
You know, it's awesome that a person like Henry Cavill is like a PC gamer. I mean, he also played World of Warcraft a lot. Like he's like a
Yeah,
huge PC gamer, and like you wouldn't think by the looking of him, like just by looking at him, like
yeah, I
this guy
know.
doesn't play any video games. Look at him, he's like a millionaire. He's like a good looking guy, like super buff, and he plays Superman. The next thing you know, he's playing like 2,000 hours in Witcher 3 or something like that.
Yeah,
And it's just like,
I, I,
what?
I think that's helped him a lot. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
him being a nerd, reading books, playing games with Witcher, it's like I don't see any other actor playing it better. But
Yeah,
I
for
was
sure.
very skeptical at first after because I really knew him only from the Superman
Yeah.
franchise, and
Yeah.
the Superman wasn't really great franchise in my opinion. Uh, Nowadays there are like more DC movies, but and I think they are better.
Hmm.
I don't want to say if they are good. I didn't watch them. I just think that they are handled better. And seeing him in The Witcher was really like really good performance in my opinion.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
he really nailed it.
Yeah, he definitely did a good job, and I can't wait to see what the second season has in
Yeah, I
store.
hope they will like learn a lot of things from the previous season. Like I saw they changed the Nilfgaard armors. That was a huge for me. It
Okay.
was
What was it like
yeah.
before? Like the Nilfgaard armor?
The Nilfgaard armor in the first season was really like they had some hidden like the I don't know it was really like they took some hard material and made the um how you say it uh they just melt them and pour onto the body form or something. There
Okay,
weren't like
okay. So it
a
was
lot of
it didn't like look that good.
yeah it looked like
Okay.
the plastic form in my opinion. Yeah,
Here.
I played I played the game before watching show, and I read the book before playing playing and watching. So I am biased.
Are you one of those people that you read the book before the game or watch the show, and then you're just like, ah, that game sucked, the book was better, or that show sucked, the book was better? Are you one of those people?
Well, no, I wouldn't say so. I wrote it before Witcher 1, I
Okay,
think,
okay.
were even announced
Hmm.
because well, my mother had it in her like library, so I just took it. Like library is too much term, bookshelf. Oh yeah,
Okay.
and so I took it and read whole Witcher and and for example the Dune, the new movie, I really enjoyed it, and I read the books too, so
I
I
haven't
really
seen
enjoyed.
Dune. I haven't seen Dune. I heard good things about it. I heard it was good. Is it on Netflix? I don't think it's on Netflix, is it?
No, no,
No, it's not.
no. It's in the features movie features cinema.
Okay.
I think it is hard movie for anybody who didn't read the book. There is a lot of little details that are really hard to found. And for the people that wrote the book, they may find it a little too little about the topics, but then you still need to understand that they had only like I took two and a half hour or something like that to sell the story that is one whole book long. And
Mm. Yeah,
it's definitely hard.
definitely hard to do for sure. Definitely hard to do. Hell, maybe we're gonna write a book about train life and use Silky Smooth and use Joey's Silky Smooth voice as an audiobook.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it'll say, "Welcome to Train Life, a railway simulator. My name is
Wow.
Joey, and here we go." But anyways,
Yeah,
yes.
they will say that he has a Polish accent that and he will be
Hey,
sad.
Joey's Polish is pretty good. He knows how to
Yeah,
say
yeah. Joey Polish. Yeah,
yeah,
very good.
he knows how to say tak
Yeah,
in good ways, which is good. What tak means
yeah,
yes, and
yeah. Yeah, he's really good at Polish. Like
yeah.
he hasn't spent a lot of years here, and he's still managing to learn something and say a lot of nice things.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh,
He knows all the
he
bad
also
words.
yeah
I mean, I think when it comes to the Polish language, there's the word with the K that everybody knows how to say.
yeah
You can be, I don't know, Bulgarian or live in Antarctica, but you know that word. Everyone in the world knows it. I don't know why. It's sort of a meme at this point, right? But it's
I
the
think
word. Kate.
I think
Yeah,
yeah,
that's exactly
yeah,
what we're
Draco.
thinking. That's exactly what
Yeah.
we're thinking about Draco right there.
Yeah, now I cannot say what I wanted to say about this having a really hard pronounce. That I think is really what make this word so popular.
Right.
That saying maybe it's really hard word because of the letters and it's used in multiple language, like in German, I think.
Yeah.
They had similar for the I think something curved or something like that. Well,
Yeah, but yeah, there's
and
a
in English it's similar too. So
very, very
exactly.
awesome. So, what do you say, Casper the Friendly Ghost? I'm just gonna call you Casper the
Not
Friendly
so
Ghost.
friendly, apparently.
You're not friendly? That sucks,
Well,
man.
you market like this, like not the friendly ghost Casper. So well, I am not
Oh, that's
friendly,
right. I
and I am
did.
not ghost.
I mean, yeah, okay. Well, I am from America, and the kids when you were in America,
Yeah,
when
I
you
know.
were in American summer camp, called you Casper the Friendly Ghost. Actually, one of my
Yeah,
good friends in America his name is also Casper, and I grew up with him. He's also a Polish guy. I grew up with him,
yeah.
and everyone called him Casper the Friendly Ghost. So
Did you call him?
I called him. I was like, "Hey, what's up, Casper the Friendly Ghost?" And he would pop out of his
Yeah,
shelf like,
exactly.
"Boo!" I was like, "Ah," but.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So, how about this? Let's play some Train Life. Let's do it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I saw a question earlier about Train Life. There was some feedback about the actual patch. It was from Killer. So, Killer, I think he's on. This is Discord Killer, as far as I'm concerned, or I think this is the same person. Initial feedback of 2.5 hours worth of playing is it's good. I was really enjoying its pre-hot fix. Amsterdam looked really good, and not just driving around empty open land. Post hot fix, I haven't been able to play it because of the freezes and crashes. Yes, guys. So we are aware that post hot fix. Here, let me see if I get an image. 1 second. There we go. I'm gonna turn the game down a wee bit. Yeah, so there was a problem with. I'm gonna do a scenario. Last time, before I get into the performance issues, I'm gonna do. Which one did I did Cologne, Berlin last time. I think we'll do Berlin, Hamburg. Okay, we'll do that. Yes. So yeah, same person. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so we are aware because there was a huge performance hit for some reason when it comes to places in Train Life that are around Amsterdam. And now I'm going to do this good because, Casper, last time I made a fool of myself because I didn't know how to load passengers into like on the ice train. So maybe this time it'll be better. Maybe this time it'll be better.
Berlin Main, Berlin main station is hard, and yeah, that is something on our list. But yeah, it's hard because you need to spot proper place on the.
Yeah, I mean, can you say anything about that? When look at the double arrow right there. I just noticed that it was right there, the double arrow.
Well,
but yeah,
I don't really.
Can you say anything about improving the direction or the marker, how do I say this? The place where the player should go, like the correct track that the player should be on when pulling up to the station.
Well,
because there's a lot of feedback around that.
Big problem with what I am seeing on the screen because, well, where is your GPS? What's happened with your GPS?
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, I wasn't able to mark it. Yeah, that's one thing.
No, it shouldn't be automatically marked for you.
Oh, it should be.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's issue. And now you will have really hard time. Really hard time.
Okay, well,
I
so this isn't my problem, right? This isn't my fault, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
This is definitely bug, and
okay.
and
Okay.
it's kind of surprising that this is the bug, because I think I even know why this is the bug, and well, uh, some well,
Here, you know
and
what?
and, and that's
I'm gonna try, because I don't know. Is there any players in the chat right now that have experienced the same thing, or is this just like a first time thing that's happening? Here, let's see.
well,
Perform passenger boarding at Berlin, Maine. All right. No, you know what?
yeah,
Now that I remember, I experienced this the last time as
yeah.
well, and I had to do something. I had to switch. I had to do them. I had to go towards. I had to go through the entire length of the station, and then I was
Oh.
able to board the passengers. So
Okay, but did you had the? Oh, I know what may happen. You can did you ask to be to access
I
for the
did
station?
not. God. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's right. Here, let me try it again.
yeah,
I
that's maybe,
forgot
but
about that the first time. Jesus. I
yeah,
forgot about that.
that's yeah,
Uh,
that's tricky part, but the GPS
you know
should be
what I
like
think?
on.
Maybe it's just because I'm a complete noob, okay? But maybe because if for like a new player, right? Like for a new player
Yeah,
that's getting into Train Life after the new content update, maybe we should add somewhere to like like you know how we have in the upper left hand corner perform like you have
yeah,
like check marks. Maybe
yeah,
one of them should be call in to the station. I think maybe that would make it easier instead of just
yeah.
because
That
like see like
yeah,
from like a noob's perspective, right? Like a noob's perspective that's trying to do with the first scenario. The first thing I want to do is I just want to go, right? I just want to go forward, right? After reading perform passenger
yeah,
boarding,
yeah.
right? So all right,
To be
let's do.
honest, I get that.
And now it's marked. Okay, yeah, now it's marked, of course. Yeah. I had the same issue the first time or on the update when I was streaming with Joey. Okay.
Oh, it's marked. Wow.
Yeah, now it's marked. Like after
Oh,
when you first call in to the station and it actuates and it works. So
we'll see what's happened after you pick up the passengers.
yeah,
The
we'll see.
route will be applied, because maybe there was some like quality of life improvement that I was not aware of in the scenario system.
I got to admit though, man, the ice trains are so fast. I love how fast they are.
Yeah.
They accelerate like very quickly. It's really
Yeah,
great.
I was implementing a lot of those scenario things, and I had the possibility to test it using ice, so it was way better than like there's one scenario without ice, I think, and it was way worse than
Just
than
slower,
going
right?
over. Yeah, exactly, and and being so fast, it was like really, you know.
It's like exciting.
Yeah, exactly. Because I kind of think that, well, ice with those all white wagons are really fancy, so you look kind of cool.
Yeah, because right now this is Ice 4, I think. Ice 3 is the one with the pointier nose, the front of it.
Yeah, yeah, more round, I would say.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I think I think tested on ice 4.
Okay, so we're opening the doors. Oh, look, and now the people loaded in, or were they already there? Okay, no, I think they're already there.
On the station, I think they are on this part of station.
Okay.
That's actually really cool, because now when I sing this, probably they indicate when you should stop when boarding.
Yeah, that it gives you like a good visual cue, right?
Yeah, that wasn't like it has changed, because I think that before update 1, you had like whole Berlin in people, and that was
Right.
all. Okay, so yeah, so they made some quality of life improvement in scenario, that you have those fancy GPS.
Yeah. Yeah, but I honestly think it would be a good idea if we added in the check mark when you're starting
Yeah,
a
yeah, I
scenario,
agree with that.
call into the station. Because like for a more
Yeah,
experienced player, they already know, right? But for someone that's just getting into the game, they just want to go.
I'm not sure. I think this is something we were talking about with Maciej, your
Okay.
previous guest here.
Yes, yes.
Not previous, but one of the previous guests, and I
Right.
think we talked about it, and
For sure. That's good. That's good. Let's see. I was in Paris from Stewie, 1983. I'm gonna call into the next station. Okay, we're going through Berlin Warehouse. It's gonna do that. Station access. Okay. I was in Paris and it kept saying no route possible and was routing into a place that wasn't selected. Interesting,
Oh.
interesting. Stewie, did you
Yeah.
report this on the Discord? Because if you reported it, I went on a reporting spree and I started to forward bugs and stuff to our QA team. So if you reported it, I might have already gotten it, but if you haven't, go ahead and report it. What's your favorite train, Casper, in train life?
well, I would start with one of those like bullet trains, like ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like ices very much. Well, maybe.
Do you like
because they're
ice in
faster
general, like
and-
ice in your drink?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but
that's good.
yeah, so general ice. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, they
You like ice in general, but the ice trains are good as well, right?
yeah, it's like you can even have like the cold as ice and so on, like you know,
Yeah.
rolling cold as ice and
Yeah. Oh, she
So
was
on.
cold as ice, like that one song, right?
yeah, and well, they're like they are even white, so even better.
It makes sense, right? That they're called
Yeah.
ice. Ice. Someone told me what ice actually stands for. I forgot. It's like oh, Intercity Express. That's what it means.
Oh.
It's Intercity Express. If you didn't know that,
Well,
I think I'm correct.
that's-
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
I don't know, but that sounds very likely. Like
it does. It does. Let's see. You are indeed correct. Yes. Nice. I'm not a total noob. What's the next one? Okay, we don't have to call in Berlin. We don't have to call. Oh, because like I see that we've actually optimized the routing a little bit. Because before we had players giving feedback that instead of just going through the station like how it's showing us now, it was actually
Yeah,
just
yeah,
telling you to
that
go
was-
through the station, right? So
yeah,
it's good that that's fixed.
Yeah,
I also was getting hard crashes at London Sawmill, as where you had to alt control delete to end the game. Yeah, there was a situation on Friday where people were reporting like a lot of crashing. There were some crazy things happening in the game, like
Yeah,
for
that's-
example, I don't know, did you see that, Casper? How people were getting just thrown off of the map?
yeah,
Like,
I saw. Yeah,
you
I
saw that? Were you part
Yeah.
of? Like, were you in that group of?
No,
of-
no.
No, you. But you did see that, right?
Yeah,
Um,
I saw them. I saw it was like really like it was like we were trying to make the space train simulator or something.
Space
yeah.
Train Sim.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be the
That's
next
how it goes.
DLC. It's gonna be the next
Yeah,
DLC.
exactly.
Space Trains, Train Life coming soon, guys.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
also,
I need to call Elon Musk to do this. Like we need cooperation.
yeah. Yeah, we need to do some
That's
partnerships.
true. That's
Can you maybe explain how that happened? Like how did that bug happen where people were getting yeeted off of the map like that?
To be honest, okay, so I wasn't in the group, so I don't really know. But
Right.
what I have heard that the issue happened only on one build instance,
Okay.
and that I'm not sure. There may be some that may be some issue that happened in the building process, like Unreal has some cached data that was not correct, or maybe we had like our source control didn't sync up, something like this. But what I heard, but like not the formal or channels, was like it was happening and it was like building another build fix it
Okay.
without even like pointing to direction. But today I heard that there was a fix that
Okay,
somebody
good.
made.
Because
I
it
don't
was
want
it
to
was pretty
name it,
insane.
but
Like
yeah, that's true.
basically what was happening for those of you that might have not seen the Discord feedback. Players were driving the train, and then all of a sudden the tracks stopped loading in, and then they switched the camera, and then the tracks loaded in, and then when they went forward, the train was just like zhik, and it just went into
Yeah.
space like Elon Musk, you know.
Yeah.
And and I was like,
Yeah.
wow, that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, exactly. I was
Yeah.
I was like I was really surprised too. Even more that there between because it happened only on hotfix. It didn't happen on the updated one initial patch,
Right,
and that
right.
was really
Yeah, it was after the
interesting.
hotfix. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because hotfix really doesn't did much. Like in the logic of game, it changed nothing really.
Right.
It was more
Right.
yeah, and it was really surprising. So I think maybe there was some unique bug that happens only by the build process, or maybe there was a fix that I'm not aware of that was posted, and yeah, that's all I can say. Like
It looks like we got Bambi on the tracks. Let's see if Bambi gets to live
the
another day.
memory spike and freezes were different bug, and we are aware of it, and I think we are even in the late state of fixing it. So
That's good to
it
hear.
is
That's good to
definitely
hear.
addressed. I'm not sure if it's finished or it is in process, but it is at the point of being addressed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't want to give you guys like an oh, there's Bambi. There she goes. Bye. But yeah, I don't want to give you guys like an exact date to like mislead anyone. But I think that there might be another hotfix addressing like lag spikes for like major FPS drops, like maybe this week. Like maybe I'm gonna have to confirm with Joey about that. But
I'm not sure about it, but
yeah.
well, this is to be honest, major bugs. Like they're really game breaking. So
Yeah.
we definitely want to answer it quickly.
Yeah, like I know that there was some problems around the Amsterdam area, just like super performance issues. You know, like people were just only in like Amsterdam, right? People were receiving major performance drops in Amsterdam. So
Yeah, I heard that maybe caused by the cars that are in the background.
was it caused by the cars that were on the streets? Like maybe.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't get the task for it, and I only heard about it.
Okay.
By the,
Okay.
So that I may misheard, but I think the cars had some issue. I don't know if that was coders issue. Or
do you think that
other
maybe
issue.
it would have been maybe something like the game was trying to load too many? You ignored the horn sign? Oh, what? Oh, because I was going across a freaking a railroad crossing. I didn't use the horn. But do you think that maybe the performance issues could be due to the fact that the game is trying to load the level in too fast? Or something like that? Or maybe too many high resolution textures are being loaded in at the same time?
Well, I don't know. Like really, I don't know this part, because well, while our game definitely is loading a lot of stuff, because well, the world is huge and it's loading a lot of levels.
Right.
But I'm not sure if that's the issue. To be honest, I don't know. I know we are looking into optimizing our game, and we are looking how to like make it more smooth, but the initial freezes and memory spikes, the one that was crashing game may be issued by the cars. I don't know. Maybe they were like spamming too fast and destroying too fast, and then they were like too hard there was no like some stopper for them. About the levels, yeah, they are like huge, and they're hard to tackle this issue with levels because, well, you have really fast trains like ice, and and sometimes if you will break all the rules, you probably could do even in I think I remember The Witcher 3 had the issue if you go on full speed ahead and didn't have the SSD. I had the HDD.
Yeah.
It's blocked you in the road. It doesn't allow you to go further until the level was loaded, and I think that maybe happen here because, well, there's a lot of levels.
Yeah, and just going back, you know, to, well, I slow down a lot, but yeah, just going back to the roadmap that you guys know, every patch, every content, you know, like, obviously we all know we're still in early access, right? So every time that we get a chance to optimize the game and fix any performance issues, we will do it simply, right? So let's see, Killer, dang, you just reminded me, I think I got a screenshot of it, but cars were loading in the trees and driving into the track. Dude, Killer, if you have a screenshot like that, send it over, man. Send it over, and yeah, we will use it as more evidence. Draco Naren, Mike, Bambi is a guy. Why are you calling him she? You did it on the last stream too. Man, I would like to assume that we have a variety of male and female deer in this game, okay? Sometimes Bambi can be a man, sometimes she can be a woman, okay?
It's up to Bambi.
It's up to Bambi. You know, we don't judge her.
Yeah.
Look at that farm. I mean, the scenery, I can't get over like how good the game looks. Like, it looks freaking amazing. Like, it really does.
Yeah, I remember the beginning, so
yeah, you probably have some good memories of how the game looked like in the beginning, right?
Well, it was really not looking like this.
It wasn't looking like, well, yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah, the art team, like, at one point there was like, it was really big change between like some of those art changes, because, well, we were doing this game and we had the game test level or something to test the logic of it, and the art team, LD team, were just making levels, and we had like some temporary level to test more complicated logic, and then you just downloaded a bunch of maps and it looked way better, and the upgrades were easy to spot.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
At some point it was really good looking.
Oh, I'm gonna slow down. I think I mean, I know that I know that this question was asked many times before, about raising the speed of the trains, the speed limit of the trains in the game. And Joey answered this pretty eloquently. He mentioned that we're not able to do it because we basically wouldn't be able to, because, like, for example, like the real life Ice 3 and Ice 4 trains, I mean, they can go up to like 300 kilometers an hour, you know, like it's like something insane. I mean, if we raise the speed limit to go that high, I don't think we would be able to load in assets fast enough, right?
Yes, definitely.
But I think yeah, at this point probably, but because like it's so, you know, I think maybe we can make an exception, because right now with the fastest that you could go is 120. With ice, I just tested it right now, I went 150. Maybe for the scenarios we could maybe raise it a little bit, like that 30 kilometers just for the ice trains. Do you think that would be something that we would be able to do, or no?
This will be heavily dependent on the machine, the PC that you're using, or console. And another thing is, well, right now we are trying to optimize a lot of this like loading of the levels and so on, because it's really hard thing, and I would say it will be hard. I don't want to say if it's possible or not, because, well, I don't have knowledge, and I really, I would love to have it, but yeah, I would love to have those like really efficient train that can go really high speed because I think this is very enjoyable. Like for me, I
Yeah,
love
for
to
sure.
break the rules
Yeah.
and just go straight.
just go ham, right? Just like
Yeah,
full throttle, no non-stop. Here we
yeah,
go.
yeah.
uh
Just
let's see, can you add more wagons than 12? I think at this point, what do you think from a programmer's perspective? I
the
mean, I think we
programmers.
might be able to do it, but will we do it, right? Because from like a performance optimization, a standpoint, we are trying to optimize the maps and having things run smoothly, and I think adding more wagons than 12 would maybe make that more difficult, right?
Well, I the wagons are more the design issue from that point of view
Hmm.
because having, I don't know, 15 wagons wouldn't make much difference from the optimization perspective, but
Right.
that may be problematic with level design, for example. Because you can have, for example, you can just take two junctions, for example, if you are too heavy, and there I think there are slopes, and the some of those number were balanced to enable player to get on the slope, and adding additional weight may disable that.
It may
So
make more
the,
difficult, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's the I don't see issue from the programmer's perspective, but I need to admit that I am not like really into what is happening in wagons right now. So maybe
Okay.
there's issue, but I'm not aware
Yeah,
of
I
it, and
mean,
I think
it's
it will
something
change a
that
lot.
we could probably definitely do in the future, maybe. But right now, yeah, like as you mentioned, we're trying to do more stuff than just wagons right now, for sure. So more than 12 wagons might not fit on many stations. That's also a good
Yes.
point. Just posted my screenshot and bug reports of where other cars were loading and driving onto the tracks. Good, good. If you did that, thank you, Killer. I appreciate it. Someone was mentioning something before. Game Tech UK, can you add an option to have the mini map point north? This is also this is also something that players were asking about.
You mean the point on the map that is pointing north, or just because I'm not sure, but I think our map is rotated into the north. I know it is turning. Like if you I think it's fixed. It's not rotating the map itself. And then do we have the like? I'm not sure. Like we have those minimap, and if it's about the minimap is fixed to the north. Yeah, so I thought. So you are only talking about the arrow that is pointing north with the N or
Yeah,
something.
to show the player which way is north.
Yeah,
Maybe that's what he might be talking about.
yeah. If so, well, that's like that's. Mm, so not fixed to the north, just pointing ahead all time. So it's rotated with the player. Okay. Well, that will be way harder, and I, I don't think it's definitely. I think it's not planned, and I am not sure if we will tackle this issue right now. Definitely not right now, having those bigger threats like the bugs. I think that may be problem with the map, but I am not sure. I didn't implement the map, and I don't have the specific information. I think it will be hard, though.
Fair enough. And I think we are closing up the first scenario. Boom, there it is.
Nice.
I did it between, look, I did it exactly between the estimated time, between 20 and 23 minutes.
Because our faces are covering it.
That's true. I know. I should have. I do have another scene where the faces are on top, but I didn't set it up correctly, so
Yeah,
you won't be able to see it this time.
Yeah, just say everybody how good
I'm
how good it went.
I'm such a good train driver. I'm a really good train driver. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna try another one.
best time ever.
I know that I'm gonna try Amsterdam Cologne. Here, let's try this one. Because I know that at the launch of the first update, it was super performance. It had a lot of problems with performance.
And we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
let's see. Best of luck. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. Like.
No, the game I think it just crashed. Well,
Right now?
yeah, I think it stopped loading.
Oh, because it started on Amsterdam. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You know, I was
Yeah,
hoping
that
like,
may push.
you know, maybe if I believe really hard,
Yeah.
it'll work, but
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, what can we do?
But yeah, I mean, this is something that will obviously get addressed, right? This
Yeah,
is something that
yeah.
you know it will get fixed like very soon, right?
Yeah.
Need to be able to turn off the HUD. Oh, are we in? Let's see. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Oh,
I mean,
I see something. It's not moving, but well.
you know, maybe if I give it a minute, and if it's unplayable, then
Yeah, we can.
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Mike is playing the game like everybody else.
No, I'm playing the game just like you guys are.
Yeah, we don't have like under the counter builds.
I mean, yeah, we got some developer builds, but can't show you guys those.
Yeah. Well, I don't have. What
You
we're
don't
talking
you don't
about?
have what? You don't have okay. Okay, off stream we'll talk.
Yeah. But let's see what the question are. Could they make over at some point? Maybe legend.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
about
think
that.
no, it just died. Okay, it's fine. I'm just gonna exit.
That's the one part I don't really know anything about.
Was
anyone
able to successfully play the first scenario in the chat? Anyone in the chat right now? Killer, Trainsman? Nope. That's a shame.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Yeah, so hopefully this week we get that fixed, because I really want to play the first scenario, man. I haven't touched scenarios. I was all about leveling up my cities. Yeah, Killer, don't you have like over 200 hours in Train Life? You're like a huge fan of our game, and that's awesome, and we love you for that, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's also like Trainsman, like he's also he put in no, I'm only 40-hour person. Okay, I know someone in the Discord channel played the game for 200 plus hours. Unfortunately,
40 is still cool.
40 is very good, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to hours, I think once we get out of early access, which will probably be like towards the end of like maybe around summertime, like towards the end of summer of next summer, of course. We might have, there will be so much gameplay, hopefully optimized and very well, that I think you'll easily be able to spend between 150 and 300 hours in Train Life, depending on the type of player that you are, right? So
yeah.
But those 40 hours since a few days after Squirrel made his video. Yeah, Squirrel did make a pretty good video about Train Life, describing the game, and he did a really good job about that. Speaking of YouTube videos, oh, and one more thing I wanted to mention. Trainsman, he mentioned that he wanted to thank people for, he has 1,055 unique visitors to the unofficial guide for Train Sim and for Train Life. And you could find the guide, ladies and gentlemen, on our Discord channel. It is in the beginners channel. Once again, huge thank you for Trainsman for taking it apart and helping us with that guide. It really helped a lot of people, as you guys can see. And speaking about guides, we also have a advanced guide on our YouTube channel, Simtract.com or Simtract.com, YouTube/Simtract, and yeah, so feel free to check that out. Feel free to share it, let people know, and yeah, that's about it. Looks like we're running out of time. Casper, did you enjoy your stream? Did you guys like having Casper out on the stream today? let me know in the comments in the chat. What did you think of the stream, Casper? Did you have a good time? Answer some
Yeah,
questions
I had yeah, I have good time. Yeah,
for sure.
I saw you nailed this scenario, so yeah, it's
I
great
am
time.
I am on my way to become the best train driver ever. So you
Yeah, yeah,
guys, you
that's how it looked like from my point of view.
yeah. Great things. Thanks for sharing. Yeah,
Thank
Killer.
you
Thank
too
you.
for taking part in the stream.
Yeah, guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching, and that'll be about it for us for today. Stay tuned. Keep following us on Discord. I saw the link in the chat for the official Train Live Discord. So if you're new here, make sure to click on that link. Join the channel. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/Simterract. Same thing on YouTube. Simterract everywhere. Everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram as well. Stay up to date with the latest and greatest from us, and we will let you know when the next hotfix for the scenarios, for the performance issues, for all the things that are bothering you right now are coming soon. So see you online, see you on the tracks. Casper, thank you for coming. Have a great
Thank
night,
you.
everybody.
You guys. Have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.